Hey guys, in this video, I'm gonna talk about 5 books that shaped my views on money and investing. These books have influenced and guided me on my journey all the way from becoming debt-free to creating a residual passive income for myself that pays all of my bills every single month. Book 1, Financial Peace by Dave Ramsey. I first read Dave's book, Financial Peace, when I was only 14 years old. And more than anything, in that first reading, it taught me about the spending habits of the rich. Things like living below your means and purchasing quality used products. I read Financial Peace again in my early 20s, and I used Dave's debt snowball method to pay off tens of thousands of dollars of debt. I later used this same snowball method and applied it to my investment strategy, and you can hear me talk more about this in the video entitled How I Used Dave Ramsey's Debt Snowball to Catapult My Investment Success. Book 2, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. After my wife and I got out of debt, I started reading anything and everything that I could get my hands on that might point me in the right direction in regards to what I could do with any extra money that I saved. I read books on real estate, trading in the stock market, and even penny stocks. Rich Dad, Poor Dad was the best of the bunch during this phase of my life. Robert Kiyosaki paints a clear and concise picture of how anyone can become wealthy. My main takeaway from this book was Robert's explanation of the true meaning of assets and liabilities. Robert's definition of an asset differs from the standard definition in that he only considers something an asset if it earns the owner money. After reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I was determined to only spend money on assets and to shun liabilities. Book number 3, the Book of Proverbs. Even though I put this book as number 3 on the list, it may have influenced me more than any other. As a child, my parents made me memorize Bible verses, and many of them came from the Book of Proverbs. I still read the book several times a year, and in times of uncertainty, it has become a guide to me when making financial decisions. From it, I've absorbed truths that have become a part of me. Truths like the borrower is slave to the lender, and wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers it little by little will increase it. In addition to the deep wisdom that can be found in this book, it also offers a motivation to keep going, and it leaves me with a sense of awe of the brilliance of a God that spoke into existence everything, both seen and unseen. Book number 4, The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. The Richest Man in Babylon was written by George Clason in 1926. And its message is just as relevant today as it was nearly a century ago. In this short book, the author describes the importance of things like paying off debts, creating an income for yourself, and making money work for you. And if you don't have time to read it, the audio version is only around $2 on audible.com. Book 5, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley and William Danko. This book records the findings of Thomas Stanley and William Danko after interviewing a fairly large number of decamillionaires. For me, this book served as a nice reminder that people don't usually become wealthy by living lavish lifestyles. It covers everything from their choice in purchasing a vehicle to how they communicate with their spouse. I highly recommend all 5 of these books, and if you're married, I recommend reading them together with your spouse. Being on the same page is worth it. And if you liked this video and you want to see more value-packed videos from me, then please like and subscribe. And if you're still trying to figure out how you can best create a passive income for yourself and retire young, I've got you covered. Click the link below to download your free copy of the Investor's Blueprint and finally get a clear-cut guide to how you can build a steady monthly income for yourself and create a carefree life.